Welcome back to another episode of the Body and Mind Strong podcast, where we talk all things life, fitness, and health. My name is Renee. I'm your host and integrated health coach. The Body and Mind Strong podcast was established to help others create a healthier, happier, stronger self. For more information, please follow me on YouTube and Facebook at Body and Mind Strong. You can also find me at www.bodyandmindstrong.com. I hope you enjoy the following podcast. Thank you so much for joining me again today. We are on episode 4, and I think I'm starting to get the hang of this whole podcast thing, and I'm really starting to enjoy it, and I hope everyone else is too. I hope everyone is having a great day and are ready to tackle another topic. First, I want you to know that Body and Mind Strong is not just about a diet plan and a workout routine. It's not just about weight loss and gaining strength. It's about a person as a whole, about all aspects in a person's life, which impacts their health both physically and mentally. So today I want to take a little shift towards the topic of finance, which can have a huge impact on a person's life. I know you're asking, how can a topic cover both health and finances? Well, let me explain. I came across the topic of present bias while I was listening to a podcast from Charles Schwab called Financial Decoder. Since it was on a financial podcast, of course they were discussing how it impacts people financially. However, as I was listening to this podcast, I started thinking of how I've seen this phenomenon as a counselor, health coach, and fitness coach numerous times. So how does present bias impact health and financial goals? Well, let's start with explaining what present bias is first. Present bias is the choice to take smaller rewards now than wait for a bigger reward in the future. In other terms, being impatient and wanting immediate gratification. This is often seen in saving money. For example, let's say you receive a $1,000 bonus from work. Do you deposit it into your savings or Roth account, or do you spend it on something you've been wanting, not needing, for a while now? People with a higher level of present bias will spend the money right away. Those with a low level of present bias will put the money in something that has interest with the intent to have more money than $1,000 after 1 year. In addition to savings, present bias impacts the probability of debt one will have. The need for immediate gratification will lead to poor money management and will lead to a higher likelihood of having debt. In a quote I found from Meyer and Springer in 2010, they stated, "Present bias consumers are more likely to spend and less likely to save and invest. Because debts are used to usually finance current consumptions, present bias consumers are more likely to borrow." How does present bias relate to health? Immediate gratification is not a behavior which impacts finances only. It is also apparent in other aspects of one's life, like health and fitness. In fitness, the present bias concept tends to involve a trade-off of time and effort for long-term health benefits. Since exercising does not show immediate health benefits, people put less weight on it as a priority and will focus their time on something which will show immediate benefits. An example of this is cardio exercising to help maintain or increase heart health. Another example I've seen in fitness is in the regards to weight loss. It is not uncommon for people to want that fast weight loss, even though it took them months or years to put the weight on. They want the easy fix, which does not take a lot of time nor effort. The negative side to wanting immediate gratification in regards to weight loss is that the faster you take the weight off, the greater the probability of putting that weight plus more back on. As a counselor working in a medical setting with clients, I have seen this quite often when it came to the care of one's health. Here I am referring to those minor health issues which are often been found to be managed with exercise and diet. More often than not, I have seen people want that pill to fix their health issue rather than trying to diet and exercise. For them, a pill is seen to resolve the issue faster without having to take time and focus away from another area in their life in order to diet and exercise. Thus, in this case, taking the pill is considered high present bias. Let's talk about managing your present bias. Having present bias is not a negative behavior as long as it's not impacting your goals, whether they are financial, health, relationship, career, or fitness centered. If you find that your goals are being impacted by this behavior and you want to make some changes but are not sure if you can overcome it, guess what? You can, and it is completely achievable. It will just take some time and effort on your part, and you will be able to get right back on track. Now, here are a few tips to help you along the way on your journey in achieving your goals. First, I'd like you to revisit your goals and see if they still fit your overall life goals and lifestyle. Hopefully you have them written down. If not, write them down now. Once you do that, Evaluate them and tweak any goal that needs to be tweaked. Next, review your habits and behaviors and see if there are any contradicting your goals. For the ones you find, try to think of ways to help you change those habits and behaviors. Self-talk is a great tool for this, as it will help you refocus on what is important to you. Finally, set up some small rewards for yourself when you make any positive changes. It will help keep the motivation up and keep reminding you of your goals. Oh, one last one. As you're writing your goals down, don't forget to write the reason why behind your goals. Knowing your why will help you stay motivated and on track. Now, do I have present bias? Of course I do. Yes, I love to save money, but I also like to spend it as well. And I have a great example which recently occurred. My emergency fund account has recently taken a hit due to the whole recent pandemic and the loss of my job. So one of my short-term goals is to restore that fund. The other day, I found myself at a large chain store getting some groceries and dog food. As I walked around the store, I found the movie bin, which is a huge weakness of mine. I love getting movies cheap, and I have about 100 plus movies right now. As I'm searching the bin, I came across a 2-pack for $5. I tossed it in the cart without much thought, only to take it out like 30 seconds later while asking myself if I really wanted these movies. This went on like 2 more times with the same movie pack. Eventually I told myself I really didn't need it, and I will put the $5 I would have spent on the movie into my savings account. After all, I got me a goal. Yes, I literally said that out loud, that last sentence, when I was in the store. I'm telling you this because even though I'm pretty good at managing my money, I too have to remind myself of my goals and focus on what is a higher priority for me. There you have it, how present bias affects your health and financial goals. I hope you found this information to be useful, and if so, please leave me a positive review on iTunes or wherever you're listening to this podcast. Stay tuned for more episodes of helping you create a healthier, happier, stronger life for yourself, and make sure you're doing at least one thing today that will get you one step closer to one of your goals. Have a great weekend.